So while they're getting these guys in, believe me, I'll answer the questions of what a disgrace the main event was and what an embarrassment it is. I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed in the 10 years of being in this business. And it's the first time that I've ever walked out on a main event and given the belt to the guy's manager and told him to put it on him. What I don't want to do is take away from the guys who did fight great fights tonight. I think Frankie Edgar fought a great fight tonight and, implemented a game plan and stuck to it. Obviously, the DeMarcus Johnson fight he won, that was a war. This kid turned around, was losing the fight and pulls it off and wins. A lot of great fights tonight. So I don't want to be as miserable as I am right now and not focus on all the guys who really performed tonight and did a great job. But this was a historic event for us. The arena tonight was incredible. The energy was amazing. And to end it the way that we did is an embarrassment, for me, the Fertittas, the UFC, and, the sport in general. So I apologize. And I don't know how yet, but I will make this up to the fans that bought this tonight. Any questions? Or can I go home now? I didn't like it from the first minute of the first round. Nobody has been more supportive of Anderson Silva than me. Talking about him being the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, et cetera, et cetera. Even after a couple of goofy performances, I would call them. I still stood behind him and supported him. I think this guy is incredibly talented. And in the first couple of rounds, he started to, he was showboating and doing whatever he was doing. And that's not what I'm into. I don't like it. If you're that talented, be Mike Tyson. Go in and finish it in 2 minutes. I'd rather have somebody say, let's not buy the Anderson Silva fight tonight because he knocks people out in 2 minutes, other than he runs around like a jackass for 5 rounds. That's why I don't want to buy the fight. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm so upset I can't even tell you. I don't think I've ever been like this in the history of being in this business. Listen, if somebody goes out and fights to the best of their ability and, then the fight's terrible, there's nothing you can do. It is what it is. That's not the best of his ability, and I can't stand showboating. Listen, if you showboat a couple times, you stick your chin out, you do some things, maybe your style is a little showboaty, but what happened tonight was an absolute disgrace, an embarrassment for the UFC, an embarrassment for the sport, and I don't know if I've ever been more embarrassed than I am tonight. You can't deny that the guy's talented. He can run around with the best jiu-jitsu guy in the world and do this stuff. I mean, he shows these little signs of absolute genius and greatness. The flying knee to the head when Damian Maia was moving to the right, he threw it like a punch. That's what I think this guy's capable of. That's what I think he could do every second of every round. But for some reason, he chooses not to. Well, he said the other day that he wanted to cut to 170.
Right.
And fight GSP. I don't want to see that fight now. He doesn't deserve to fight GSP. You know what I'd like to say? He lost his mind tonight and he got crazy and he did this, but this is the third time this has happened. This isn't the first time. So, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, the first 2 rounds I said, what the hell am I gonna say to the media after this press conference? I was thinking, you know what? Michael Jordan got to a point where he was shooting the ball with his eyes closed and doing all this crazy shit because he wanted to challenge himself. Then it just got to the point where that is not what it was at all. It was, I don't even know what to call it. It was nuts. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen.